A 32-year-old woman was raped. She was brutally assaulted. All of this happened in the heart of the financial capital in Saki Naka in Mumbai suburb. The accused, though, has been arrested, but the blame game by the Netas has truly begun. And Shiv Sena's whataboutery in its editorial Saamana has come to the fore. This is our top focus. Take a look at our report.
Tortured and raped when alive. Brutalized with an iron rod. Inflicted horrifying injuries in her private parts and internal organs. Left to die in a pool of blood. The Mumbai rape and murder case horrifying India, and now in death, she is focus of an ugly political face-off. The 32-year-old is in focus of a blame game unleashed by ruling Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Sena's mouthpiece Saamana targeted BJP without naming it, blaming what it called a Uttar Pradesh rape model for the crime. Sena pointed at the 45-year-old arrested accused who hails from Jaunpur in Uttar Pradesh and claimed a Jaunpur pattern has created dirt in Maharashtra. Saamana hit out at the Yogi government over Hathras rape case, saying it never admitted the crime and instead burnt the victim's body to destroy proof.
हमने आरोपी को अरेस्ट कर लिया था, उसकी 21 तारीख तक पुलिस कस्टडी भी मिल गई है। उसे इन्वेस्टिगेशन करते हुए, इंटरोगेट करते हुए उसने अपना गुनाह कबूल किया है।
Sena's mouthpiece also slammed the National Commission for Women for meeting the victim's family and questioned why it did not visit Hathras.
आखिर क्या कारण है कि पिछले 1-1.5 हफ्ते से, बल्कि पिछले 1 माह से पूरे महाराष्ट्र में ऐसी घटनाओं में वृद्धि हुई? इसका मतलब पुलिस पर जनता का विश्वास नहीं है और अपराधियों का मनोबल बढ़ा हुआ है।
BJP hit out at Sena's rape politics, slamming it for raking up the native place of the accused. It pointed at the recent rape of a minor in Ulhasnagar and rapes in other districts, saying that Sena mindset encourages crime against women.
आरोपी होता है, वह कौन से प्रांत से है, इसका क्या लेना देना। दुर्भाग्य इस बात का है कि पुणे है, अमरावती है, लगातार बार-बार पूरे महाराष्ट्र में इस प्रकार की दर्दनाक घटनाएं हो रही है।
Will indulging in political blame game serve justice to Mumbai's Nirbhaya? With Divyesh Singh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me now is Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena, and from the Bharatiya Janata Party we're soon going to be joined by Shweta Shalini as well. First up, let's begin this broadcast. Priyanka, this brutal assault that has taken place, a rape has been taken place. Your Saamana editorial comes out and calls Mumbai one of the safest cities in the world. How's that even possible?
Certifying that on behalf of Mumbaikars. Having said that, I'm amazed with the news package. I was listening to the news package very carefully, where you all said Shiv Sena has got into whataboutery. I'm very certain India Today group and you all would have also seen the kind of tweets that were tweeted out by the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra when this crime was reported. It is unfortunate. Every rape crime is unfortunate. But by comparing it and tagging it as another Nirbhaya rape, another reminder of what Delhi does.
Trying to tell me that this is not like another Nirbhaya rape that has taken place,
allow
the
me to
brutality that has taken place.
Chaiti, allow me to complete. Ma'am, Chaiti, I come on the show in the belief that when you ask a question, you will allow me to answer. If you have an opinion, you can give it after I have spoken. Or you can speak first, I'll speak later.
Go ahead, Priyanka.
Yes. So yes, thank you so much. So having said that, It is about an approach to a crime. I will not get into any politics of it, but approach to a crime. As soon as this assault was reported, within 10 minutes, the Mumbai police force was there, ensured the woman was taken to the hospital. It is extremely unfortunate that we lost her. But within 12 hours of the crime being reported, the person was apprehended. He is being probed, and we have set up an SIT. Our Chief Minister has come forward and said that he will ensure fast-track justice is done. None of the elected representatives or those who are part of Mahavikas Aghadi or those who are part of the political parties that are Mahavikas Aghadi have even tried to defend a crime as heinous as this. But you look at the approach of other political parties. It is amazing that the Bharatiya Janata Party came forward and protested against this crime, not realizing that action had already been taken before the media also reported this particular story.
So I just have to interject you right there. We never ever, did not report the entire story. We've also mentioned how the accused stands to be arrested. The whataboutery is in your editorial Saamana that clearly goes on to pin the blame on the UP model. Have you read the editorial Saamana today?
Again.
I want to bring her in Shalini. Shalini
yes,
of the BJP also joining us.
No, 1 second, Chaiti. Before you accuse me of not having read the editorial, before you go to her. No, before you go to her, for you to accuse me on your show that I haven't read the editorial.
No, have you read the editorial? The editorial clearly indulges in what about?
Of course I have read the editorial. For you, yes, it does. It does,
you not find the editorial indulging in what about because it passes on the blame to the UP model of governance. What do you have to say about that to the Shiv Sena today?
You know, it's very, very interesting that Mahavikas Aghadi government works on something called as the Sanjay Raut pattern. Whenever something goes wrong in the state, please point a finger at the center. If ever you are asked questions by the opposition, just point a finger towards any state which is governed by the BJP. So if there is a rape in Sakinaka, do not talk about the rape in Sakinaka. Please talk about Hathras. Please talk about AP. Please talk about Jammu and Kashmir. Talk about anything. And this is precisely how the government is functioning. Now the questions is, see, me and Priyanka Chaturvedi ji, both of us are women. I do not want to politicize rape. And hence, as a woman, I have certain questions. Both of us have stayed in Mumbai, and we know that Mumbai is, and we take pride in the fact that Mumbai is one of the safest cities of the country. Now, the questions are very simple. What is happening to the Disha Act or the Shakti Act? There was a committee which was constituted under Ashok Chavanji. What exactly happened post that? Why is it still not implemented? Forget about implemented. Why is the act still not framed? The committee was only studying the act. Second, let's understand where exactly did this actually happen. It happened in a place called Khairani. Now in Khairani,
let's not digress right there. Let's not digress right there. You're very right in saying that Mumbai is one of the safest and doubted to be one of the safest cities in the country right now. Priyanka Chaturvedi, my question here is simple. What is the Shiv Sena doing now after this incident to ensure that there is enhanced safety and security for women in Mumbai?
Better lighting. Where was the CCTV cameras? Why were it not functioning? These are the questions that we need to ask as women.
Hold on, Shweta. Let Priyanka respond.
Here's how I would look at any rape crime that is reported.
I would look at any rape crime that is reported across the length and breadth of this country. I would want to ensure, and I'd hope every state government ensures that an FIR is registered immediately. A woman is not harassed to at least have an FIR filed. I would hope that every medical help is given to the survivor. I would hope that the police would ensure that the person who has perpetrated this crime is put behind bars without any fear or favor. And I would also hope that no politician would come forward and defend something.
And you know, Priyanka, you have done that. Your government has done that right there in Maharashtra. My question here is, your government has done that in Maharashtra. I'm in agreement. My point is, what are you doing now to enhance the safety and security of the women? Because Saamana goes out to say that Mumbai is one of the safest cities in the country, despite this happening, despite a news report going on to say that there are 550 cases of rape across the city till July this year, and this is the Mumbai police website saying that.
Firstly, I think, Chetty, I don't know what are we even arguing here. You're going back to the Saamana article. What is the Saamana article talking about? It is talking about an approach to a crime, one state versus another. Here was an entire Hathras model where we saw the entire opposition was trying to be silenced. There was a PR agency which was hired, how the survivor was harassed, her family was harassed, and how they also tried to victim shame the lady.
Are we talking about UP and what happened in Hathras here? Are we talking about that here? Why are you passing the buck? Why are you passing the buck and talking about Hathras when there is a rape and such a horrific assault taken place in your own state, which is Maharashtra? Shweta, how do you respond to this? Nobody's. This is not about what happened in Hathras. This is what has happened in Mumbai.
It is extremely painful to see that a woman is talking like this. Unfortunately, politics takes over every single thing. Now, she is hopping against hope because the woman was taken to a hospital called Rajawadi, which is far, far away. Why was she not taken to Seven Hills? Why was she not taken to Dhirubhai Ambani or Cooper, which was closer by? Second, why were there no better lightings there? Now, these are questions. What about the act? Legislatively, we will have to fight this. Yes, there are 48% rise in the cases across Maharashtra. What about that? There is no trust in police. So people are not coming forward and registering and trusting the police. We have Vazay-like incident happening across Mumbai and Maharashtra. And she is hoping against hope. And all they talk about is Hathras. That case went to Supreme Court and could not prove anything. It's
Can I just say
Priyanka, what the Saamana article does is revive the old politics again, because the accused is from Jaunpur and hence you pass the blame saying that this is UP's model coming into Maharashtra. Yes. I mean, instead of looking at what is going on in Maharashtra, you want to pin the blame on the accused being from Jaunpur.
Chetty, either you will allow me to complete, or I can very well stay silent and you all can have your conversation. You are just not allowing me to complete any single statement or any single sentence or any single question.
You can go ahead.
No, you just giving me a platform. Just giving me a platform does not mean you're willing to hear the other side.
My question here is on Jaunpur, and you reviving old politics. Go ahead.
Yes. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? No. What is wrong with it? By understanding what is the problem, what is the issue with the mindset. What is the problem if we talk about it in a free and frank open platform?
You're proving me right when I call it what about me by Shiv Sena.
Madam, who was talking about hypocrisy. Please allow me to complete, Chetty. You'll have to allow me to complete.
Go ahead.
Firstly, you asked me what action is Shiv Sena taking. Action I have already told to you.
Now, by if you tell me, Priyanka, you're not improving the quality of your argument. Go ahead.
The Chief Minister, neither are you improving the quality of a discussion by interrupting me non-stop, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I'm only having to shout because you're interrupting me repeatedly. So if you can give me 30 seconds in this debate, I'd be grateful to you. You've asked me 3 basic questions. What action was taken? Do we deny something as gruesome as this has happened? No, we don't deny. Every Mumbaiker is ashamed that something like this has happened. Has action been taken? Yes, action has been taken. Every single person has spoken about it. Second question is, what is Shiv Sena doing to make the city safer? As we speak, the Chief Minister is meeting all senior police inspectors and those who are in senior positions in the police to understand how we can ensure safety and security, and adequate safety and security, and faster response than we've already responded with. And we are also concentrating on prevention rather than punishment and prosecutions. That's point number 2. Now, I hope I've answered 2 of your questions.
You have.
Now, point number 3. I do not know, maybe India Today hasn't been following up what has been happening in the city. We've been facing protests every day from Bharatiya Janata Party and we have to expose their selective hypocrisy. I want to ask this madam was talking so much about whataboutery. I want to ask madam, how many times did she tweet for any other victim where BJP governs state lies? They have been pushing my narrative, my tweets everywhere. At least my stance is consistent. Whether it is happening in Maharashtra, whether it is happening in any other state where women are, there's violence against women. It is about the intent and it is about the action being taken. So as far as action is concerned, we are doing that. We are committed to ensure women's safety. But if they want to continue doing their politics, we have to respond to them as well.
All right, Shweta Shalini, what's your response to this?
I hope I've answered all your questions now.
The Shiv Sena says that they've taken adequate action. they've gone ahead and done what is needful, and their stance on any rape across the country is consistent, is the Shiv Sena stance at the moment. How do you respond, Shweta?
Chetty ji, unfortunately, she answered some of your questions, but did not answer any of my questions. And second, the anger that she's showing, if she would have shown exactly the same anger for being a woman and the rape, things would have been different. Third, she talked about tweets and FB Live. Our party does not believe in running good governance on tweets and Facebook Lives. We actually do it on the ground, and that's what they are facing and they are agitated about. Fourth thing is, you asked her a question about Jaunpur pattern, and she said, yeah, what's wrong in it? The first thing which is wrong in it is that they are politicizing a rape. And next, my questions are very, very categorical. First question, where is the Shakti Act? Second question, and I am not repeating it, my question is, what is happening to the Women Commission? Maharashtra state has a Women Commission. Do they have a president appointed? The Chief Minister does not step out of the house. There is no women, there is no president on the Women Commission. Where are all the Bollywood actors, the placard liberals who were praising the Chief Minister as the best CM? Where are they now? Why are they not?
Okay, let's not bring other stakeholders in right here. Shweta Shalin, the question here is about the incident that has taken place and the steps that the Shiv Sena has taken. Priyanka has responded in terms of the steps that the Shiv Sena has taken, but still questions remain to be unanswered as to what was the need to go out in Saamana and put out this kind of an editorial and compare this with the UP model. Where does UP even come into question here, Priyanka?
Okay, now I shall repeat, for ma'am had asked me some questions. I did not mean Facebook Live. I don't know where she understood Facebook Live. The problem with BJP is they listen more, they understand less. They talk more and they understand less. What I was trying to say is that they are going on talking about hypocrisy, politicizing. I just want to know, as a resident of Mumbai, I would want to know, if a crime like this is witnessed, what would you want to do first? Wouldn't you want to ensure justice for the victim? Or would you want to run and stand outside and protest outside a hospital without even knowing the case and what has happened to the case and how the police responded? For past 3 days, we have been seeing protests by the Bharatiya Janata Party, which
what
is usually
wrong in the
very
protest?
quiet.
Isn't that a democratic right to protest? What is wrong in the protest?
No, there is nothing wrong. Again, I'm telling you what I did not want. Again, Chetty, I'm not going to get provoked by this. There is nothing wrong with the protest. Protest from a perspective of politicizing a heinous crime, such as rape, is a problem. And that protest is valid.
That is exactly their objection with Saamana editorial. That is exactly the. You answered your own question.
Ma'am, allow me.
You have answered your own question. You are taking objection to the BJP politicizing a brutal crime like rape. Your Saamana editorial has gone ahead and done just that, Priyanka.
If you allow me to complete, I'll just say something. A protest is justified if no action is being taken by the government of the day or no protection is being given to the victims. But when you talk about the Hathras model, or you continue to talk about the Saamana editorial, it becomes imperative to make you to remind you that it took 15 days for an FIR to be registered. It took 15 days for the accused to be arrested. It took so many protests from various groups to make the Chief Minister take action against the DM. The DM has gone on record to say, "Ye log ko chale jane do, phir hum aap sabko dekh lenge." Isn't it a fact that the UP government had to hire a PR agency from Mumbai to justify what had happened? Isn't it a fact that social media was used to victim shame?
And while I appreciate what you are saying, this debate is not about Hathras. It is about what happened in Mumbai. Not taking away any of the points that you are bringing up to the fore right now, Priyanka Chaturvedi. The fact of the matter is, the Saamana editorial has politicized this. There is ugly political whataboutery indulged by the Shiv Sena as far as this incident is concerned. That's all the time we have for this debate right now. I appreciate you both taking the time out and joining us. We're stepping into a very short commercial break.